Hey everyone, Mishan here, singer-songwriter, vocal coach, and I'm sure you guys can tell I'm in a little bit of a different area here, and that's because I moved very recently and I'm still trying to figure out my space and shooting and everything, so thank you guys for your patience in this process, but hopefully we'll have everything up the way it normally is very soon. So today what I'm going to be doing is reacting to a band called Green Knuckle Material, and they actually reached out to me on my Fiverr page. You can check out the link down below if you want to have your video critiqued in a very similar video to this, where they wanted me to review this video and kind of give them some feedback on what's going on vocally within their video. Alright, so before we even get into any of the vocals of the video yet, that must have been a very scary video to shoot, like driving on the highway with the drums in, the truck, literally on the highway. Yeah, it's really funny, it says Tom's River, and he's playing on the toms. So yeah, that's pretty gutsy to be willing to do that up on the highway, and I think that's where drumming on the highway gets a band in serious trouble. I think that's where this name comes from. So we have just kind of like the little bit of the vocal came in right now, so let's continue. Let's listen to the rest of that. Alright, so I'm definitely getting a certain vibe. It's kind of got a little bit of like a Red Hot Chili Peppers slash Rage Against the Machine type of vibe to it right now. And it's really cool. Like, something that you're not hearing a lot in newer music is that type of stuff. I actually really love the Red Hot Chili Peppers type of vibe because Red Hot Chili Peppers was one of the bands that got me into music at all. And so it's very cool to see people in 2019 are doing that type of music. This kind of rap style of vocal requires a lot of breath control, and so that's what you're hearing from him here, is that he's not using a lot of breath. He's making sure that his breath isn't wasted in any way. So for example, like if you were to do kind of like a whispered type of vocal, right? Like that type of vocal would not sit well here because you wouldn't have enough breath to be able to get through the entire vocal. So you can't have a it can't be like that. It's got to be similar to the way that I'm speaking it right now. Like the way I'm talking has to be the same sort of way that you rap it. And so this is where some people can get caught. If you're singing like, what I got you gotta give it to your mama, or what I got you gotta give it to your papa, or what I got you gotta give it to your dog, right? If you're singing that, if you do it with that type of approach, you're very quickly going to stress out your vocal cords and run out of breath. So in order to work on breath management, you need to make sure that you're doing it in this spoken voice, right? What I got you gotta give it to your mama, right? So making sure that you're speaking it out as opposed to going kind of like the breathy vibe in what's kind of taken over pop music nowadays. So it looks like they really had a lot of fun shooting this video. It's like just them getting to hang out. Oh, nice, okay. So now they have, so it's kind of like a Linkin Park, I mean, not really because Linkin Park's more on the metal side, but kind of that vibe where you've got the rapper and the singer, and it seems like that's kind of the vibe that they have going on here. Now the singer's coming in I want to hear a little bit more from him before I start commenting.
When I'll get there, how long will it be? In the sky, in the sea, with no lights in front of me. In the sky, in the sea, I'm cruising. In the sky, in the sea, with no lights in front of me. I can fly until I'm free. I'm cruising. I feel like I am.
Nice. So he has actually a really, really good voice. And what he's using there is a little bit of a high larynx mix. And so the way that he's doing that is by keeping everything really relaxed here so that it's not getting overly tight. So if you clench here and you're in the sky, in the sea, right? If you were trying to sing it like that and you were getting tight here, there's no way you'd be able to get away with it. But he's able to get away with it by allowing his larynx and his whole throat to stay super, super relaxed. And so by doing the sky and the sea, right, it's able to find that kind of mix and allow the larynx to rise a little bit in the throat without overly tightening on it. Part of that is just knowing, I mean, your body, the way your body feels when you're doing it correctly. And if you're not able to do it correctly, then realizing that your body needs to have that relaxation in the throat for the sound to be able to come out will allow you to then say, okay, I can have that higher larynx position, but I just don't squeeze too hard on it. If I allow that to relax, then I'm going to be able to find this kind of approach to my voice.
To lose my patience, so down like the river flowing down my smartphone, pants and toe. So cruise, I wanna get down. Just could be get round. I feel this type of way, maybe I might just stay away from my rightful place. Spend my life in traffic, all of my time on my way. Hey, hey.
This is an awesome singer. They have a really, really good singer. I really like his overall vibe and his approach to his voice. His approach is not unlike Blink 182 as far as like vocal quality, vocal timbre quality, and he has much, much better range than those guys do. He's able to kind of navigate through his range without any sort of, you know, tightening or squeezing, straining. There's none of that. It's really, really relaxed and keeping it very balanced. So he's keeping it with kind of half out of the mouth, half out of the head, making sure that he's navigating. I mean, obviously, depending on the note that you're hitting, you're going to change that. But he's adjusting that and shifting that properly as it goes. Nice. And he's even got a little bit of rasp that he's throwing in there, a little bit here and there, which sounds really great. I really like his approach to rasp. Sounds healthy. Alright, so now it seems like we're coming into the breakdown of the song.
Trying to get somewhere. Everybody got a place to be. Everybody but me.
Okay, very interesting breakdown. It feels to me a little bit like this is almost a new song. Like it doesn't feel like it has any connection with what was kind of going before. Whereas the rap part and then the sung chorus really jived well together. Like they were both, this is like coming way down, like almost too low, and losing that energy feel to it. Almost feels like the song is ended at this point and like now starting kind of a new part. I think that could be adjusted by keeping a little bit more of the instrumentation there, or keeping more of the vocal quality there through this breakdown. Because if you lose both of those, then it kind of feels a little bit disjointed.
Everybody trying to get somewhere. Everybody got a place to be. Everybody but me. Everybody trying to get somewhere. Everybody got a place to be. Everybody but me. Everybody trying to get somewhere. Everybody got a place to be.
I like the sax in there.
Everybody but me.
Yeah, I really like his use of falsetto there. Just creates a little bit more of a timbral change from what was before and allows for us to like see something new in the final chorus of the song. That was really, really awesome. So if you guys like that, please check out their video. I'm gonna leave a link in the description so you can see their original video. Definitely worth checking out. And if you guys like this video, I'm sure you're gonna love this one. So please go check it out, and I'll see you over there.